Today I'm gonna share with you some tips and advices how you can start cosplaying. Since it's Halloween season, Halloween parties are the best opportunities for you to try something related to cosplay. And I will gladly help you with that, because the more cosplayers there will be in this universe, the more followers I will get on YouTube. So, and yes, first important disclaimer, this video is absolutely them for costumes for Halloween free. Yes, for Halloween you should dress up like diabolic creatures, so other creatures that came out that day won't take you with themselves to Netherlands and stuff. But let's be honest, Halloween is like the only one opportunity for a normal human being to legitimately try some costumes on. And since I'm doing the mystery here, I don't want to limit you with anything. You can dress up as whoever you want. I can make it even like rule number 0. Do whatever you want. So let's imagine you want to came in the party and you want to impress everyone with your amazing and epic costume. But if you will pick something way too hard to create, you can end up with fail. Because if you're just starting, your skills can be way too low for making costumes, and science costume making is a pretty tough skill, by the way. It can end up with that you will make something not really very good and you will feel not really very comfortable in your costume, so you will feel unhappy in your costume, and this is the bad thing. The only reason we're making all of this is to have fun. So to avoid this thing, my first advice for you is to choose simple characters with simple outfits, maybe even without the wig. You may think that, well, simple characters are not that impressive as hard costumes, but it is absolutely not true. It doesn't work that way, that the more complicated costume you have, the more impressive cosplay you have. No, easy and simple outfit can look much more impressive than complicated one, because it's not about how hardly it made. It's all about how you feel in your costume and how you act in it. Find something that it is easy to make but still easy to recognize, because when you're recognizable in your costume, it's like the second source of inspiration and fun for you from it. Don't chase hard costumes. When you will make couple costumes and you will grow your skill a little bit bigger, then you can try something new. Don't bite more than you can chew. This is really very important advice in cosplay. My second advice for you, if you feel that you are not really good in all of those handmade and sewing and crafting stuff, don't bother. For me, personally, the biggest fun in cosplay making is to collect costumes by pieces. When I have an idea for the costume, my favorite thing to do is just to go to the malls, to the thrift stores, to the dollar stores, and find something that I can use for this outfit. Maybe I can buy something that already sewed, already created, and I had to just change some details of it, some parts of it. What I want to say is that it's not necessary for you to make everything from the scratch because you want to be like a professional cosplayer. No! You can find everything that you needed in local stores. Or if you doesn't have local stores nearby you, you can just order everything from the internet. This is really very easy thing to do, because making stuff is a really very hard skill. And if you don't feel like making something with your hands, maybe you doesn't even like it. It's absolutely okay, because cosplay is still, again, it's just only about having fun, and that's all. And if you will kill yourself before having fun with all this process of costume making, what's the point of that at the end? It's absolutely okay to buy something ready and just change some details of it, or not, if you don't feel to. This is absolutely fine way to make costumes. Third advice for you, actually in cosplay, the main part of your costume is your head. So your wig and your makeup. Well, or just your hairstyle if you are not wearing wig. I actually already gave you a permission not to wear wigs for your first costume, so it will be okay. It's of course important to have a good, sleek, fancy costume with all those details and stuff, right colors, right proportions, good sewed with accessories and details and so on and on. But if your face, your makeup and your hair will look not good, I'm not even saying canonical, just not good, it won't work. Because when people look at you, the first thing that you're looking at, not your costume, they're looking on your face. Well, sometimes they don't look on your face, they look on different parts of your body, but it is not that kind of photos we're talking about right now, okay? If your hair will be not good, if you will not have a makeup on, your costume won't work. Once you put in costume on yourself, you must wear something on your face and on your head. This is like the rule number one in stage performance. Even if you're cosplaying someone who looks like they doesn't even have some kind of complicated makeup, and you look at them and you think they actually don't have any makeup and I'm actually bad at it, so I don't want to do it. No, this is a bad thing. Don't think like this. If you can do makeup, learn how to make makeup. Just wear foundation, just wear mascara, just do your eyebrows, just do something with your eyes. Do something. Even if you are a boy or a masculine person, and even if you're cosplaying some masculine persons, makeup is the must. It's like the most important thing in cosplay. Yes, when you're talking about cosplay, you all think like, yes, it's all about costume making and stuff. But to be honest, only like 30% of your audience will look on your costume and judge your cosplay look by your costume. Other ordinary human beings, the first thing that they're watching when you're looking at you is your face and your hair. And there is actually one interesting thing. Basically, if you just simply will look pretty, people will automatically think that you are canonical. I give you like 100% that this is true. It's a fact. I don't know why exactly it's working this way, but it actually works. The more beautiful you are, people think the more canonical you are. Since we're talking about having fun in your cosplay, the more good you will look in it, the more fun you will get. So it is actually will be even easier to cosplay on Halloween seasons. If you will cosplay some undead creatures and stuff, you still should do makeup. It just can be not that glamorous one. I already talked a little bit about that, but I need to talk about it more. The biggest and the most important part in the cosplay is actually a performance in that cosplay. Of course, this advice is a little bit specific because, again, if the main thing in cosplay for you is just prop making and you're really into making something with your hands, handmade, craft, sewing and stuff, maybe that will be not that relevant. But if you're that kind of person that really not into handmade and all of this, it's absolutely okay, because cosplay, first of all, is about performancing and acting in your cosplay. Act, perform and play in your cosplay, because it's like a cosplay. If you feel like you can't make impressive and big costumes yet, or you don't have money for big and impressive costume yet, you can try something that more easier and cheaper as a costume, but you can grow it really very big with your acting. So if you will choose someone easy to make, but you will perform like him, act like him, talking with phrases and stuff, if you show the most recognizable features and movements and actings like him, this will really grow your cosplay to the next level. And again, you will have more fun. And when other people recognize you and you're showing like those interesting features, they will give you more attention. The more attention in cosplay you will get, the more fun you will get. You see, it's worked this way. But yes, of course, sometimes you as a human being can be not as good as a performer and actor, because it's like a skill. So what you can do in this situation, you can just choose characters that are not that emotional, and that's all. That's it. My most beloved costumes are actually those characters who don't give a single bored. My most beloved costume of all time is actually a Napster look from Undertale, and everything that I did in this costume is just walking on a convention and laid around, because it's like a feature of this character. I had so many people who recognized me and was so happy to lay with me on those floors and stuff, and felt themselves like a garbage. Best thing ever. And was this costume complicated? Absolutely no. Because I performed in this cosplay as a character, and I had a lot of fun, and people around had a lot of fun. It's all about having fun. And the last advice for you how to have tons of fun in your cosplay and costumes is to cosplay with someone, with friends. It works so good you can't even imagine. Actually, having friends is like the tip for you if you want to start cosplay. Just find a friend who want to start cosplay too, and you can start cosplay together. Or find a friend who already started a cosplay and he can help you. I don't know how exactly it is work, but even if you don't really like the character, but if you have someone to cosplay with, it's so much more fun. So just find this idea, those characters that suit you and suit your friend or even couple friends, that will already give you so much more joy. If you're a little bit social awkward and stuff, and you're an introvert and all of those things, this tip can be not that relevant for you too. But if you are not, actually cosplay conventions and Halloween parties is a good opportunity to find someone and have friends with. It gave you so much more fun. Well, maybe this is actually the reason why all of those cosplay conventions are exist. So this is my tips and advice for you how you can start cosplaying this Halloween season. I hope that it gave you some inspiration. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!